not bend. Game time. Run it up, run it up. 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 Run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. 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 Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, switch gears.
Robinson again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Prescott. Here's a diving catch right side. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Darren Waller.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
27 yards there, a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Being chased out left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 33 yards. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Now Prescott.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 2nd down, it's Glover, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Rush in. Rush in. Hey, rush in. Rush in. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll keep it on the ground. Glover, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
They'll go play action. Howell.
They'll roll him out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 31. Check 31.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Rolling to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Glover trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Up the middle they go. Glover. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
He'll buy some time right.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
That's Gallup on the slant. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
Open man right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
So they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Tolbert. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Prescott off play action. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 44, Powell sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Glover. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing, Prescott. Forced out to his left. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And now here is another interception. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 2nd down now. It's Glover. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Glover. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Lowry. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Watch the team. Watch the team.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. To throw is Prescott. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Inside give to Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
Brought in by Huff. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sly on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Commanders,
they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.